Yeah, blah, 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 blah. No, that's not the one I want to click. This is the one I want to click. Okay. Doo-doo-doo. It's time to ant. Wiggy and ant.
Ah, I see the Queen has taken well to her new home.
It's fascinating. She has already started to spawn. Incredible, really, that we found such a healthy specimen.
How long until we can expect to see interspecies polymorphism?
We should be patient and allow the colony to grow first. I've placed food nearby. Then we will introduce the Formica fusca and observe their reaction.
Excellent. Keep me updated on their progress.
Go, little ones.
Come on now, my little ants. You need space to grow. Dig, dig, dig.
Is something wrong?
I have provided them with food just a few centimeters south of the Queen, but they don't seem to be interested.
If they are too distressed to collect food, then we will have to replace the colony and start again.
Oh,
Such
shut
a
up.
terrible waste.
I'm digging. I'm digging. I want food chamber. I will say I have played this before and completed it before, so it's not new to me. I just felt like replaying it again after all this time.
The Queen has begun to lay new eggs.
Perfect. We will soon have a thriving colony.
Go away, Tips. Yes, we can do level select, I know that, but I also want to have a little bit of prep with this. And that'll do, I think, for now. So, level select and adaptations. Adaptations we can't do anything with yet, I don't think. Yeah, we need to get Royal Jelly, which we get from completing missions or levels. I'm going to attempt to do this one on hard for everything. The last time I played it, I did it on normal because normal.
This Formica Fusca queen has set up home beneath a rotting log.
Also, goddammit, Morna,
She's
I keep
fat
forgetting you're the
and
voice
vulnerable.
person.
Her first brood will need to move quickly if the colony is to survive. Their priority now is to find food, and there is plenty around. But there are other hungry creatures down here. The workers will need to be vigilant.
Basically, if there are big exclamation marks, there's
The ants have
something else
encountered
there.
a pocket of woodworm. These defenseless weevil larvae will make an excellent meal for the colony. They will be butchered and carried off for processing.
Yeah, every time I play this, I forget that I watch the dude that does the voicing of these narration bits. I watch on YouTube, and it confuses me every single fucking time I hear it. For those that haven't played this before, there are some... Oh, can I just lower the sort of brightness of the... Right, let's get rid of tips and notifications. I don't need those now. Yeah, I want to get rid of this sort of like bright light that's attached to the end of the mouse, because it really isn't helping. Also, that's interesting that you let me play this on the Stream Deck. I didn't think the Stream Deck would count as a game controller. That amuses me. There's a realistic mode. Oh, okay. Realistic mode just turns off the trackers. Put subtitles on just in case we have hard of hearing folks in. But no, it looks like we can't. Can we not turn it? Is it in one of these? No, so it looks like we can't actually turn off the horribly bright spotlight that we have at our cursor. So I'll just have to try and keep it away from things. So we have enough food now. We can also head down. And the whole point of this is we have to kill everything. And oh my god, that is a lot of things. I know I chose hard mode, but hard mode is not even the hardest mode. And this is more than I remember from the last time I played this. Let's head in here, collect all these woodworms. Can we expand a little bit? The food store is not full. Surely that's like a huge amount of it. But ideally you want to keep the cells in an actual sort of hexagon shape. Because the way the upgrading thing works in this is that you can upgrade a tile and then, so let's say we want to upgrade this tile. It has to have tiles all the way around it. That's what the 6 out of 6 is on these. It means that, you know, it has 6 other tiles that it's touching. So we can upgrade it. And it also counts walls as other tiles. But empty gaps do not, so we cannot upgrade this tile. Which means we can't upgrade the entire room. Same with this one, these two. There's a gap here. So that won't quite work. And again, exactly the same with the food stores. Yeah, you want to keep things as close to hexagonal all the time as you can. Right, we have now got 12 friends. It probably would be a good idea to get some of the black ants as well, because Devil's Coach Horse beetle things.
The workers
Quite
have
nasty.
uncovered carnivorous larvae of Ocypus olens, the devil's coach horse. They are born ready for combat, with powerful slicing mandibles for chopping up their prey. They are still small, however, and must undergo a final pupation before their armor is fully developed. If the ants are fast, they should be able to overwhelm these critters.
Hopefully we can overwhelm them. I mean, one of them's almost dead, but we are...
If the ants had disturbed the adult of these larvae, the outcome for the colony may not have been so fortunate. They must expand with caution.
I think we might be okay. I think we just have the one left to kill. Yeah. Granted, that took a lot of workers to do. Luckily, we could make more of them in time to not be too concerned. I think what we're going to want to do, maybe with this bit down here, make another brood cell. I mean, these are bigger, beefier boys. Wait, no. I forget. I can't remember if ant drones are male or female. I think they're all female. I think they're much like bees in that sense. So, we got some more spicy girls. Got the little girls and the big girls. And then the biggest girl of them all. I don't know. I will have a look, Kuduk. Is the game just... If for some reason the game window has decided to resize itself. There we go. Welcome back, Kuduk. You're back to full size. Right, let's put our black ants in with our black ant workers. Granted, we'd rather the workers not have to fight. Because they are not as powerful. Obviously, they're workers. Whereas, you know, the black ant... worker ants and black ants. So the black ants are the bigger soldiers. So they will be much better at beating shit up. I'm trying to remember if I can think of... I know that there's devil horse coach beetles, which are quite nasty to the workers.
Predators are loose in the nest. The larvae must be protected.
That's a few more than I thought, but big food store as well if we can win. And we're
The
not
colony
doing
is
too bad, though.
starving. There is not enough food to feed the new brood.
Yes, I know, Morla. Shush. Right, we're just about going to win this by the skin of our teeth. Yeah, so fighting 5 at a time is tough. Even actually having the extra beefy workers. Well, extra warriors. So let's get some extra warriors. We've got a lot of free food up here. The problem is trying to work out which of... I mean, this one would there's only 4 of them, so it'd probably be a bit easier. There's also only 3 down here with some extra grubs.
There are intruders in the nest.
Oh yeah, we're tearing these ones apart. So yeah, when there's only 3 of them, we're perfectly fine. I think we lost maybe 1 during that fight. So we might be okay. Going up against 4. Oh, that's okay, Doc. Thanks for popping in anyway. I mean, it is a fun game. It's basically just RTS, but with ants. Highly recommend. I've had it for a while. It's fun. But yeah, sleep well. And I'll probably see you in Sheeper Stream tomorrow.
Predators are loose in the nest. The larvae must be protected.
Oh no! We're losing a few. But I think we're going to survive. Yes, we've managed. Ooh! And there was a big woodlouse here as well that we can munch on. Yay! Free food!
These wood lice will make a significant addition to the colony's larders. but they are clinging tightly to the ground. It's going to take some effort to dislodge them.
That's a nice bit of extra food. Let's upgrade a few of these tiles. That should be enough. Give us a load of space for food then. Maybe as well. Worth upgrading some of the soldier ants. Rather than getting more. Because I think once they're upgraded, it still costs the same amount to get a new one if they die. I think it's going to be 50 a time every single time one dies to get a new one. Even if they're upgraded. So paying the extra now, I think is going to be more useful. I think this is more wood lice. Yep. You also see this. You can just about see there's little diamonds next to each of the health bars that indicates what sort of quote-unquote rank they're at. It goes from 1 to 3, with 3 obviously being the higher rank. You know, having a full army of, like, I think some of the games I've played, like later on, like in the campaign, if you get like 30 or 40 level, you know, rank 3 ants, it just tears things apart. But to get there, you need a lot of food. You obviously need to upgrade them, and you need to spawn them in the first place. Speaking of, we have some extras. Have we eaten everything that's there? Yes, we have. It probably would be better to fight them from this way, because if things do die, they're not going to have a route directly to the queen.
There are intruders in the nest.
Yeah, we've got enough that we're sort of relatively quick at tearing up these things apart now. That's pretty, even on that's actually a little bit easier than I was expecting, even though it is on hard. And honestly, the reason why I got this game originally was because at one point I attempted to have an ant colony. The sad thing was the queen got infected and she died. I managed to find 2 queens during the sort of swarming season. Both of them laid eggs. One of them died before the eggs even before the eggs hatched, and then the other one made the mistake of, I think she ended up shitting on the cotton wool that was holding back the water. And that made the entire cotton wool start to grow fungus. And then she ended up just dying because, you know, I tried moving her into a new container, and she just refused. Which is a shame, really. Yeah, I never thought I'd be sad that an ant died. Just a singular ant. But that was my queen.
Predators are loose in the nest. The larvae must be protected.
She was my queen. I might try again another time. Yeah. When health is better and I can actually get outside and go to somewhere that actually, you know, had the I think the term is nuptial flight. Basically, the ant fuckfest. Yeah, it's getting out there on a day when it's gonna happen, which is relatively. It's not random. It usually happens the same time every year, but I think it needs to not be wet outside. It needs to be relatively decent weather just to make sure that things don't die when they fly up and all that. And the last ones I managed to find were, I think they were, from what I remember from looking up, they were pavement ants, which are the kind you get, like the small ones you get in urban areas.
Predators are loose in the nest. The larvae must be
Or at
protected.
least one of them was. I'm not looking forward to going in there. That looks a dangerous place. Right, so we've got that fully stocked now. We can get 2 more upgraded. Wonderful.
Predators are loose in the nest. The larvae must be protected. The colony is starving. There's not enough food to feed the new brood.
There will be, don't worry. There will be. Actually quite surprising that we're losing more warriors than workers, even though they're both in this fight. It would be nice once we get a little bit further into the campaign, because the way it works is there's like the central hub, quote unquote, which is you are some experimental ants. But as you're progressing, you can sort of take on traits of other species of ants. Because I think the whole point of the experiment is that they're trying to make it so that this breed of ant can take on the genetic traits of other ants it conquers. So you progress through the game. In this one, we're just fighting. These are just like the tutorial missions of getting used to doing everything. But like in the first few, you start just fighting other colonies of black ants. Then you go up against, I think, Formica rustica, I think it was, which are the ones that have, which are basically the wood ants, the big beefy ones that tend to spray acid around. And then the third ones you go up against, you play as leafcutter ants. And so the whole thing of that is you have to sort of go out, take all the leaves, get back before the other things want to eat you. And then as you sort of progress through these missions, you can unlock more traits, and there's like a mini tech tree for the ant that you can choose between. I think one of the traits you can have for the black ants is you can have either a taunt function, which obviously makes things attack them more, or a slight health regen whilst I think either in or out of combat. I can't remember what it is now. But you can only pick one of them. So it gives it a little bit of replayability on what you can do with these things. Although, let's face it, there's gonna be easier and better ones to go eat. You know, I'm always going to go with health regen, because that way, you know, you spend less on having to get more brood if brood die, because the brood won't die as often because, you know, they've got regen. Oh no, it's the cookie. Possibly a monster. Welcome to Become Ant. We are here. We are thick. We are queen thickness.
There are intruders in the nest. The ants have stumbled into the path of a fully developed devil's coach horse
That's a
beetle,
big beat.
and it's
That's
hungry
a big
for
one.
breakfast.
Ooh,
The beetle
okay.
is almost 4 times the size of a black ant, and protected by thick plates of external armor. Whilst it
this could be
bites at the
bad.
tiny defenders, it sprays foul-smelling secretions from the end of its raised abdomen,
Oh, that was
disorientating
bad.
the ants.
Okay, everyone, let's
The colony is starving. There's not enough food to feed the new brood.
let's fall back a little bit because this is quite painful. I didn't realise I forgot there was going to be a fully grown one in there. And it's tearing us up, quite frankly. I think we might die, if I'm honest. I think when the queen gets to half health, it auto spawns everything that you have as like a last ditch measure.
The ants must protect the queen.
So we might still be okay. Or not. That might be a thing from later levels. Yeah, we've lost. Queen dead.
The queen has fallen. Her body will be dissected and her untended brood pillaged. Most young ant colonies will end this way. Just another meal for the creatures of the undergrowth.
Oh, and right now I'm trying to think, how the hell do we... Yeah, the Formica Fusca have died. But we still get some stuff. You know, I've already got quantity, not quality, as an achievement. I picked that up before, so I could get Speedy set up. Beat it on hard within 17 minutes. Fucking hell. How the hell do you expect us to do that? Picky Eater. Beat the level with the last 10 tunneled out creatures being wood lice on insane difficulty. Okay, maybe not. Oh no, you're gonna make me drink. I'm gonna have to drink then, aren't I? Ah. But this is basically the little tech tree we have. So we have the Gene Thief Queen. Yeah, that was it. We need jelly to upgrade these. So for the Queen, we get to pick one from either side. So Royal Guard, on dropping to 75 health, she spawns 14 guards that last for a minute. Empty nest will receive eggs, and all eggs hatch for free for 5 seconds. And it has a massive, like a 5-minute cooldown. So that's a really good one to have. Royal Decree, eggs instantly hatch. And all eggs are free for 20 seconds. So you get an unlimited army for 20 seconds, essentially, because as soon as one thing dies, it just comes back. Second Wind, Drop into health, she becomes invulnerable for 30 seconds. Again, useful. Especially when sort of a mixed with one of these two. And Fierce Mother, she just confuses any enemy within a huge radius. Again, useful to have when you've got one of these, especially if you've got the brood chambers near the queen. Because everything will get confused, and then a massive army will descend on them and just eat them. We've got our Gene Thief workers. Just attack speed. Don't get slowed. Fast or defensive. Got the Black Ant ones we can pick from. Plus they've obviously got tiers underneath each one. So just increase general stats. And then as we go through the Wood Ants. And we get to pick either the Mortar one, which just fires acid at them, or a rapid fire. I like the Mortar because a load of them firing at once can absolutely devastate enemy bugs. Then we go to the Leaf Cutters. We either get one with a taunt or one with a stun. Again, the stun, very helpful. Taunt, not so much. And the Fire Ants are new, so I've not played with those yet. So that'll be interesting when we get to that. Yeah, currently we unfortunately only have 3 Royal Jelly. So let's give it another try on hard. If we fail again,
This
it's on
Formica
hard,
Fusca queen has set up home
we'll go back
beneath
to
a
medium.
rotting log. She is fat and vulnerable. Her
I-
first brood
I
will
know
need to
that
move
feeling.
quickly if the colony is to survive. Their priority now is to find food, and there is plenty around. But there are other hungry creatures down here. The workers will need to be vigilant.
I too am weak and fat.
The ants have encountered a pocket of woodworm. These defenseless weevil larvae will make an excellent meal for the colony. They will be butchered and carried off for processing.
So let's get a couple of food tiles down. Those should be good enough to last us for the rest of the game. Go hunting in there, go down to there, and go up to there. So let's let's just go straight in on the Black Ants this time, rather than making extra workers. Extra workers are lovely. But having stronger things to fight up front might be a better option. Got them there, we've got that from there, we've got a couple bits over there we can get. so let's turn that off. We've got 6 Black Ant Warriors now, rather than last time. At this point, we had 7 Black Ant Workers.
The workers have uncovered carnivorous larvae of Ocypus olens, the devil's coach horse. They are born ready for combat, with powerful slicing mandibles for chopping up their prey. They are still small, however, and must undergo a final pupation before their armor is fully developed. If the ants are fast, they should be able to overwhelm these critters. If the ants are disturbed the adult of these larvae, the outcome for the colony may not have been so fortunate.
Yeah,
They
we
must
saw that in the
expand with
last
caution.
game. Yeah, that's what happened in the last game.
Predators are loose in the nest. The larvae must be protected.
Yeah, I think going for these straight away, I think, was a better option. Right, have we got any more easy prey? Probably would be easier to take down this group of 4 first. Go straight into grabbing all of these wood lice, rather than going down here. This is combat.
Predators
so
are
we
loose
might
in the
lose
nest.
one.
The larvae must be protected.
We might lose a couple, but we won't get that much out of it compared to if we do this fight.
The colony is starving. There is not enough food to feed the new brood.
Yeah, so let's tunnel into here.
These wood lice will make a significant addition to the colony's larders, but they are clinging tightly to the ground. It's going to take some effort to dislodge them.
Right, so let's try and... Right, so no, it's not going to be there, it's going to be up. So 3 by 3. Yeah, I think that's what we need. Like if we do this and get a whole room full of these, then we've got a lot of food here. We can also then upgrade a bunch of them as well. We're going to avoid this big one up here for now, because that was where the adult coach beetle was. What I'll probably do before, I'll take these 2 little groups out, and probably this group as well. I think those were all fine before. And then... there's no save. I remember now. You can't save before the hard parts. Oh, wait, no, that was the wrong type of cell. Nope, 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 nope. That is not what we want. Remove that. We wanted that one. Good to work from when upgrading. Good to work from the center outwards. Because that way it concentrates the levels. So when we're upgrading, I mean, if we can upgrade these two, it means we can upgrade the center one again quite quickly. Okay, so it looks like that there. So let's crack this one open. Head on in.
Predators are loose in the nest. The larvae must be protected.
We've got substantial force, so we should be fine.
The colony is starving. There's not enough food to feed the new brood.
There we go. Just need one more. There we are. That will be the last bit of food gathered from here. Make everyone move down here. And upgrade those extra 2.
Predators are loose in the nest. The larvae must be protected.
Again, we should have overwhelming odds to be able to tear through these quite easily. And then a good amount of extra food. Let's get our level 3 upgraded one. And another. Yeah, if we can do these bottom 3 now, we'll get another level 3 one in the middle. For that, we need more food, which looks like it's here. Yeah, I've got to be careful of sort of these big groupings at the top. Ants in general are just epic. I mean, they're little tiny beasts of creatures. I mean, I love just
Predators are loose in the nest. The larvae must be protected.
Of the army ant marches, because you can just, the amount of fear that must go if you're a small animal in front of an army, a marching army ant colony. That must be fucking terrifying. Right, as much as I want more upgrades, I'm going to get one more upgrade. Oh no, I was going to get that upgrade there, but I can't do that one yet. Never mind, we won't get any more upgrades yet. We'll wait a moment.
There are intruders in the nest.
We want to be able to replace these soldiers as they die. Luckily, we didn't have many deaths. We only lost like 10 food from that, so maybe 3 or 4 deaths. Let's... upgrade a few more of these. And with a bit more food
There
as
are
well,
intruders in the nest.
we should be able to get 4 more level 3s upgraded.
The colony is starving. There is not enough food to feed the new
There
brood.
will be once we win the fight. There we go. And then we've also got these free wood lice for food. So that we can get a few more upgrades. I'm going to move that flag up. I'll say flag. Pheromone scent. Move that further up. We might, if we're lucky, be able to get an army of like at least 19 level 2s and level 3s, which could give us a bit of an edge. I mean, probably I'm going to have to go for this group next. That group we know had an adult coach beetle in. That's dangerous. This one could as well, though. And so could this one. It could be that each of these 3 last groups have got one in. In which case, that's going to be unpleasant, but can't help it. Yeah, everyone's at least level 2, which is great. And we've got 6 level 3s, 7 level 3s, 8 level 3s. Which we did not have last time. Again, we want to keep a good stockpile. Just in case. I'm going to risk this one. Gonna risk this one.
Predators are loose in the nest. The
Oh, I
larvae
think we're
must be
fine.
protected.
I think we're good. No, we're not. There's an
The
adult.
ants have stumbled into the path of a fully developed devil's coach horse beetle, and it's hungry for breakfast. The beetle is almost 4 times the size of a black ant, and protected by thick plates of external armor. Whilst it bites at the tiny defenders, it sprays foul-smelling secretions from the end of its raised abdomen,
We are doing better than
disorientating the
last
ants.
time, though. We've killed more of them, and we have like still got like an entire army of like 19 left to go. So as long as we can kill all the juveniles, and then focus fire on the adult, we'll be fine. I think we're good. We're good.
The devil's coach horse is dead. Its corpse will provide food to support dozens of new brood.
Let's also make sure we get all this food as well. Yeah, all the ill-gotten gains from our fight. Where we can upgrade further. I enjoy the lurk. Hopefully I can keep you entertained enough so you at least have some nice dreams if you fall asleep. Okay, I think we're good for that one. Let's get our last couple of upgrades in. So we've got a good sort of 19 rank 3 Black Ant warriors now. So, touch wood, this will go a lot cleaner than last time.
There are intruders in the nest.
Oh, this is split into two. That's perfect. Yeah, no match for us. Making this one next. We'll upgrade a couple of food tiles because I think we're gonna run out of space for putting all this stuff in otherwise. Okay, let's give this a try for the... We know we can kill them this time because we've killed 2 adults now. So if we can kill off this group, we'll have all their bodies plus all the lava.
There are intruders in the nest.
I mean, it would be nice if we could target, but I don't think we need to worry. We are chewing through these things quite quickly. And we have plenty of backup food this time. Yeah, just the one group left to go, and then we've got this first one done on hard, which I didn't... After the first attempt, I'm kind of glad we've managed to get there. It's only taken us an hour to do the first freaking level. Yeah, I think doing this on hard is going to be a nice challenge. Because I'm definitely not doing this on insane. Yep, food stores are full. Let's upgrade a few more tiles then. Make sure we've got a massive back supply so we can just keep on making new brood. Right, screw it. Next one, final group. Everyone group up.
Predators are loose in the nest. The larvae must be protected.
Oh, there's a few adults in this one. This could be a tough one. But we do have plenty of backup food. So yeah, let's block this area off. All the small ones I think are dealt with now. Almost. And now it's just dealing with the adults. And I think we'll be fine. We still have plenty of backup food to just spawn new brood. And we are whittling them down, so once a couple of them are gone, it'll be a lot simpler. There we go, 2 of them are dead. Third one's about to go, and then last one. We've won! Victory!
This Formica fusca colony has now established itself as a rising power in the undergrowth. Soon their territory will need to expand above ground, where new challenges await. For the time being, however, the Queen is safe.
Yay! And that's my got an achievement for completing on hard because I've not tried before. Also, ooh, extra territory, extra food, extra royal jelly. Thinking extra royal jelly for now, because that gives us more access for upgrades. Yeah, didn't quite do speedy setup. We needed to like cut like 10 minutes off that fight. Back to the Formicarium we go.
How is the colony progressing?
The Queen is exhibiting interesting new behaviors. I believe the colony is beginning to adapt.
Yeah, not quite enough jelly yet to... So, we can choose one of these for the brood, or one of these. Half damage, or increased attack speed. I think half damage... Oh, you must first acquire it before we can upgrade it. Okay. Maybe want to hold off on that then. Just move straight on to the next level.
This Formica fusca black ant queen has given birth to her first brood. While the workers establish their new territory in the earth, above ground, a nearby colony of Formica sanguinea slave maker ants are on the lookout for would-be victims. These ants specialize in stealing larvae from neighboring nests and raising them as their own. If the black ant colony isn't prepared for the inevitable incursion, they may be wiped out entirely.
In that case...
Sigestria florentina, a funnel-web spider. She is large, fast, and equipped with a deep, powerful bite. Her lair is carpeted by sheets of silk woven between tripwires that radiate out from the entrance. She can detect even the slightest vibrations with her sensitive legs.
Well,
Any
I
ant
guess
that
that's
strays too close
a challenge
will
of
be
this
snapped
side.
away in the blink of an eye.
This area looks okay. No need to worry. So we can use this as our first area. Yeah, there's lots of food, but they're going to be having to deal with the spiders. But what we're going to want to do is make sure we've actually got enough fighters for when the slave makers turn up. Preferably, we won't lose any. Food there, so that's fine. What we'll do is we'll leave a number 5 trail right next to the entrance. So if we detect them turning up, we can just drop everyone over into the new group and they will run over there and we don't have to worry so much about it. Right, so we have new brood. Let's put our warriors into another one. Everyone group up. We're going after the spider.
The ants must fight. By working together,
consumed.
the ants have overwhelmed one of the funnel web spiders. She won't be causing any more trouble for the colony. Her sisters, however, still present a problem.
Yes, and she has quite a lot of sisters.
A Sanguinius scout has sensed the presence of the black ants. A raid on the colony is now inevitable. The question remains as to whether they will merely pillage a generation of young, or wipe out the colony entirely.
Wow.
In the
one of
end, it
them
will come
actually
down to the tenacity
snuck in.
of the defending ants.
One of them actually snuck in. The audacity. Until the timer ticks down, we can't have any more brood on there. You're also going to want to Put a little new extra food store down somewhere. Right, 28 seconds to the next raid. Hopefully. Seven soldiers will be enough.
The raiding party has arrived. The slave makers will head straight for the brood chambers. They must be stopped.
I think we got away with it. No, we just lost one. Okay.
The raiding party is left, and with them they have taken 10% of the black ant brood.
10% sounds a
The
lot, but
Fusca
that was
colony
one of them.
must replenish quickly if they are to survive the next assault.
Well, we have actually got 12 now. Yeah, 12
Predators are
actual
loose in the
warriors.
nest. The larvae must be protected.
Right, let's... No,
The
go
colony
over
is
here.
starving. There is not enough food to feed the new brood.
Oh, one of them's gone. One of them's gone. And the other one's almost gone as well. Perfect.
The slave makers are back. They can sense larvae, and they want their share.
Whoa! I didn't see the raider.
The ants must protect the queen.
I didn't see the message for the raid.
The raiding party has left, and with them they have taken 20% of the black ant brood. The danger may be gone for now, but this truce is merely a formality. The Sanguini are already planning their next onslaught.
Yep, I imagine they are. What's up here? This does not look like there's a spider. Because there's no... exclamation mark there. I mean, the objective is just to sort of upgrade. Does it count? It's counting per level. Okay, everyone get back here. Couple of upgrades.
The slave makers are back. They can sense larvae, and they want their share.
If we can kill them quick enough, we can actually stop them from taking any of them.
The raiding party was no match for the valiant defenders. The brood remains safe. For now. Predators are loose in the nest. The larvae must be protected.
And the spider's gone. Under the food. This one should be nice. Lots of food there, it looks like. Maybe food down here too?
Predators are loose in the nest. The larvae must be protected.
Yeah, let's not risk another one of those, another attack yet. Still have that thing in there, but we have another raid coming. Deal with the raid. Then we can go deal with that.
The slave makers are back. They can sense larvae, and they want their share.
Oh my word, that is a lot. They're picking up in numbers. Took a couple of them. But only a couple, I think.
The raiding party is left, and with them they have taken 10% of the black ant brood. The queen must lay quickly to return the colony to its former strength. The colony is starving. There's not enough food to feed the new brood.
There's plenty of food, it's just not in the stores yet. Calm down. Do you need to be keeping an eye out for that raid counter popping up? Like that. Everyone back on defense duty.
There is no respite from the culling. The Sanguinio will subjugate or exterminate.
This is another thing that I find fascinating. There are species out there that actually they will just take the brood of others and put them to work.
The raiding party was no match for the valiant defenders. The brood remains
humans
safe
think that we
for now.
that we invented all of the really nasty things in the world, and we just find it's happening just in nature. Because that's what nature do.
Predators are loose in the nest. The larvae must be protected.
Spider gone, take all the food. The faster we can collect the food and upgrade everything, the better. Although it's a bit of a shame that we don't... I don't know if we're getting food from the ants we're fighting. I don't think we are, if I'm honest. We head up this way next. There's a lot of stuff over here.
The slave makers are back. They can sense larvae, and they want their share.
God, there's a lot of them.
The raiding party has left, and with them they have taken 10% of the Black Ant brood. It is only a matter of time before they return. The colony is starving. There's not enough food to feed the new brood.
Right, we've got 11 and it should be enough to take out the spider. There we go. Kill the food, eat the spider.
There are intruders in the nest.
Oh,
There are
yeah.
intruders in the nest.
Ah, we've got some devil's coat beetles there. That got
The
eaten by the
Sanguinia
spiders.
colony seeks once again to bolster its numbers. A battalion of slave makers charge into the nest.
Oh, this time it's not looking good.
The queen is in imminent danger.
No, she's fine, she's fine. Yeah, lost a fair bit of the brood there.
The raiding party has left, and with them they have taken 10% of the Black Ant brood. The danger may be gone for now, but this truce is merely a formality. The Sanguini are already planning their next onslaught.
If we can open this area up, we can put our workers in. Right, we've killed that spider, steal its food. Oh wait, no, let's get everyone back, everyone back.
The Sanguinia colony seeks once again to bolster its numbers. A battalion of slave makers charge into the nest.
Yeah, that is fairly overwhelming. That's very overwhelming.
The raiding party has left, and with them they have taken 10% of the Black Ant brood.
Okay, only 10%.
The Queen must lay quickly to return the colony to its former strength.
We've got plenty of food up here. Oh, new raid incoming.
There is no respite from the culling. The Sanguinio will subjugate or exterminate. The Queen is in imminent danger.
As long as they're attacking the Queen, they're not attacking the warriors that are fighting back. Okay.
The raiding party has left, and with them they have taken 10% of the Black Ant brood. It is only a matter of time before they return.
Go murder these spiders. Take their food. Still need more of them. Oh, new raiding coming. Everyone back. Everyone back.
The slave makers are back. They can sense larvae, and they want their share.
We're not doing too badly this time. We're holding them off, and the ones that are getting through, we're killing before they get away.
The raiding party was no match for the valiant defenders. The brood remained safe. For now.
Let's start these going in on a new lot. Whilst we get the
There are
workers to get
intruders in the
food.
nest.
Oh, wow. Stores are full. Let's remedy that then and spend some of this food. Right, that's the work. The last of the workers upgraded.
There is no respite from the culling. The Sanguinio will subjugate or exterminate.
And hopefully we'll be okay. Just survive this last one. I think we're fine. Just survive this one. We've got a bunch of food here. We go and collect that. These
The
ones
raiding
go down
party
and
has
collect
left,
that.
and with them they have taken 10% of the Black Ant brood. The danger may be gone for now, but this truce is merely a formality. The Sanguini are already planning their next onslaught.
And then we can upgrade the 6 more. And we should be fine. And I think once we get to a certain... I think that's it. I think we're now strong enough to make the... I'll survive the final wave, okay. So everyone, get back. Here we go.
There is no respite from the culling. The Sanguinio will subjugate or exterminate.
Basically, it's getting to a point where it becomes unfeasible for them to try raiding us. If we can make it so they lose more soldiers compared to the raid, what they get back from a raid, then we win. Speaking of winning, I think we have. Well, that wasn't as hard as the first one. The first level was a lot harder on hard than this was. Final wave has been won.
Once again, the slave makers return to their nest with new black ant larvae to raise as their own. The raids will continue, but this Formica Fusca colony has proved its capacity to endure and grow. Eventually they will surpass their parasitic overseers, and the continued raids of the slave makers will reduce to nothing more than a mere inconvenience for the great Black Ant Empire.
More royal jelly. Upgrades for all. So yeah, win within 16 minutes. That might be easy. Might be okay on medium. Killed 10 funnel web spies in the first 6 minutes, then beat the level on hard. That's going to be a fairly tough, I think. Yeah, and then get your own eggs. Lose no more than one single egg on insane difficulty. That is going to be... That would be a tough one. I mean, it's hard enough not losing any eggs on the easiest one.
How is the colony progressing?
The Queen is exhibiting interesting new behaviors. I believe the colony is beginning to adapt.
Right, adaptations. Purchase, Black Ant. Spend 50 jelly on meat wall. And then let's move to the first challenge. No, let's not do that yet. Let's actually send out stuff to collect food and build up a little bit first. We've got a food store. We have what will be a worker colony. So let's make one for our eventual sort of army of Black Ant warriors. Let's move that over to there. They've given us 2 big patches of food, so we might as well make use of it. So for now, let's just spam on workers. That way we can get the seeds faster. I believe the next one, since it's the Formicarium challenge, we're actually going to be using the stuff that we've built up here. So if we haven't done any work here, then it's going to make the challenge a little bit tougher. Right, so that has now got pretty much a full thing of 31 Gene Thief workers. The next bit will be getting a bunch of warriors ready.
The Reptor workers have raised their first Formica fusca ant.
Finally, we have the opportunity to observe multiple species within the same colony.
Yeah, this is really making me want to sort of attempt to do a Formicarium again. But at the same time, I want to move at some point over in the next year, maybe. And I don't fancy having to attempt to explain to some movers, it's like, yeah, this is a colony of ants. Do not, for the love of God, drop this. So it might be the sort of thing that maybe I can start a small one. You know, get one of the sort of the little kits, that, you know, the modular kits that you can start off small. Have, you know, maybe sort of like up to 10, 30 workers. That might be a fun thing to just to see how it goes. See if I can actually, you know, deal with it and keep them alive. But at the same time, I also just want to make a terrarium in general. Because, you know, a nice, fancy-looking terrarium. That's just mostly dirt. I mean, that won't be as bad to move, but it will still be heavy because it's obviously going to be like basically a fish tank, but with dirt and plants in. Have we... We've mostly finished all the stuff here. So let's grab the rest of that. And then send them all off down here. Oh, we've got a woodlouse too. Yeah, just sort of like, even if it's just something basic like this outside area of this formicarium, I'd love to have, just get like a few little isopods. You know, just have like a little tiny world of my own, where I'm the one in power. No. I think we've actually done pretty well. I think we could have only dug out one more territory space. We've managed to get decent food store. Oh, we've not yet acquired the next upgrade, so we can't actually upgrade the ants yet. We can upgrade the food store. We can't upgrade the ants yet. Yeah, that should do us in terms of getting the food stores. I mean, that is a lot of space for food now. So let's send number 2 group out as well. And look at that beautiful little army. A couple left over here. Then we can send some over to clear up the last bit. Run! I think we've eaten all of our wood lice now. We've got a good stockpile of food. We can't yet upgrade any of the ants. So I think it's time for the Formicarium challenge. Let's try it on hard.
I think it is time we connected the outworld to the feeder colonies. I want to see how these Ereptors respond under pressure.
I will prepare the experiment.
And one thing you will find over the course of these challenges as Scientist 2, it's a little bit of a evil genius type person.
Let's begin with a small threat.
Connecting the Fusca colony now. I will let 10 through to start with.
So 2 is our warriors, 1 is our workers, and then that is our brood.
The Ereptors identified the threat and responded very quickly.
Excellent. Let's see how they handle a few more, shall we?
Introducing 20 Formica Fusca ants.
Charge!
Our Ereptors have neutralized the threat to their queen.
Good. Continue the experiment and let me know the results. Don't add more than 30 ants at once, though. We don't want to harm the queen.
Here we go.
Understood.
It's funny because in later missions he starts just
I wonder
poking
how they will
you,
react to a rival
trying to
Ereptor
squish you.
colony. Introducing 40 rival Ereptor ants.
Yes, 40 ants. Oh yes. Oh, we should be fine because we've got 60, of which 30 of them are warriors. Or soldier ants, even.
Excellent.
What are you going to add
Introducing
next?
a further 50 rival Ereptor ants.
Oh,
Welcome in, Stewie.
Fascinating.
Is this the challenge where you start throwing
Now
spiders
let's
at us?
try
Nope,
60
not quite
Ereptor
yet.
ants.
They're all coming from one direction, that's fine. We also have 60, that's fine. Plus we've easily got enough food to last us if a couple of ours die. We'll be fine. Actually, I thought I'd play it
A
on stream
superb
and try going through
response.
doing everything on hard mode. Not insane, just hard. More
You're doing
food.
admirably, my Ereptors. Perhaps a small reward. Look to the surface.
God, I just love Scientist 2.
What about a combination of Ereptor and Fusca? Let's start with 20 of each.
They're probably going to all die. Let's pull that back and fight indoors. Got a bottleneck there.
An unconventional defense, yet highly effective.
I'd played through.
It's interesting to see the colony fight on two fronts. Perhaps we should try 30 of each.
Yeah, I've played through before on normal and did the sort of the, at the time, final Formicarium challenge. Now, I do like keeping them separate because, obviously, you've got the warriors and got the workers. Because that way, if I just want, let's say if it's on the regular levels rather than the challenges, I can set the fighters up. They can go and murder some things. I can then send them to another fight and then have the workers go in and take all the food from the last fight.
Magnificent! Once
Rather
again,
than just sort of
our
like
Raptors
piling
triumph.
everyone in. I don't trust your
Some
seeds dropped on the
surface for my succeeding Raptors.
because you're just going to wait until I go to get them and then you're going to drop 40 of each of the things on me. I don't trust you, scientist number 2. Not for that pitiful offering.
The colony's ability to withstand such overwhelming assaults is incredible. I wonder, how will they
There
handle
we
a
go.
sustained flow of aggressors?
Soon as I tried to get them to leave, Alongi turns up and is like, oh yeah, I'm going to start beating the... Let's just start having the... Oh yeah, he wasn't joking about a constant stream. But I think Scientist 1 turns up again soon to say, okay, that's enough. What are you doing, you madman? You'll ruin the experiment. Yeah, then no match for us. We've got enough soldiers.
Let's make things a little more interesting, shall
Oh,
we?
is this where the
Enter
spiders...
the Devil's Coach Horse.
Oh, you... It wasn't the spiders yet, it was the coach horse beetles. But at least these give food, unlike the ants.
Whoops. I seem to have dropped my beetles. I hope they don't harm the little ants.
God damn it, Scientist 2. Stop it. I shouldn't laugh at you trying to actually murder me. Oops, I've dropped my beetles. Yeah, I'm glad we put that little bit of work in to sort of like build up some troops before we did the challenge.
Perhaps that's enough for now.
Yeah, that is enough for now. Stop sending ants at me. Because once the ants have all died, I'll be able to take care of the beetles. That's cost us like 200 extra food. Everything's dying now, so we can focus on the beetles. That's fine. They're going to go quick. It's kind of one thing I do
How
wish
has
this
the
game
colony
had
been responding?
was
They
a
mounted
way
an
of
excellent defense against
telling
20,
them go for the
25,
stronger
and
ones
even
first.
30 Fusca
Focus
ants,
fire
as you
sort of thing.
suggested.
Perfect. Perhaps we can provide more of a challenge for them next time.
What a fantastic suggestion.
Scientist 2, I hate you and I love you. Yeah, that's what I've been doing the first few levels as well. The extra royal jelly is so much more useful than a bit of extra territory at first. Just for getting the upgrades. I mean, that meat wall, I think,
Let's see how
really
the colony
helped.
grows over the next few days.
We
Now that
kept
they have
everything, you know,
experienced
kept all of our
battle,
soldiers
I
alive
expect to
for
see a
longer.
significant rise in the number of soldiers.
You can actually get the we have got a good amount of that. Out of combat regeneration is nice. Oh yeah, the Royal Guard stuff is ridiculous. I love it. Especially if you can sort of build up a nice big brood area. Even if you can't afford to do it and you suddenly, you know, pop that off. Especially mixed with, say, yeah, either of the, to be honest, either of these works. Either becoming invulnerable or just making everything just get stunned that's near the Queen. If you can mix these two together, Queen drops to 75%, suddenly everyone's confused, and there's 100 new ants, you know, turning up. It's an easy way to defend. I mean, it's better if you don't get to the point where you need either of those things, but it's extremely nice to have just for the free stuff, you know, just getting free colony without having to spend food. Aggressive brood is also nice. Not gonna lie. Just because that way... Oh yeah, yeah, I might as well do that. I was gonna say we don't need that much at the moment, but at least while I'm looking at the sort of the upgrade paths, I might as well. Leave those ones in there. We do still have like 123 jelly to use. I mean, I will obviously be going for the wood ant, the mortar ants. I think for now, let's just grab the royal jelly and then leave that last 23 for now. There we go. We can start moving on to the next ones. Select a unit option. Yep. Give me the mortars, please. Mortars are good if you have a lot of them. Because they also, the upgrade path lets them get a stun.
This Formica rufa wood ant queen has laid her first brood in a burrow near the sea. Her nest is just on the outskirts of the beach, the perfect vantage point for scavenging hapless morsels washed in by the tide. At the moment, the tide is out, but it won't stay that way. The ants must make haste and stockpile what they can, while they can.
Quickly grab that food. Make a quick group of workers. Ooh. Oh, was that an old queen? I wondered what it was that was next to us that we were feeding on. That should be enough for now.
There is food to be found all over the beach, but the wood ants must be cautious and choose their trails carefully. Tiger beetles frequent the higher ground, and they will make quick work of any wood ant that strays too close.
Until we get enough ants. And then we'll tear them apart. That's just meaty ones, which will be okay for now. Should do us in food tiles. Anything else near? That is nearby, but that is a risky one. That is. Oh no! Cancel that! Cancel that order. There's another one right there. Yeah, let's maybe not deal with that for now and try getting some of the food from inside. If we can. Is there any relatively unguarded? No. Go down and get some of that, but again, can... Oh wait, no, hang on. Can we get this? We do have 102.
There are other wood ants out here. They have also come to take advantage of the buffet provided by the sea. Territorial disputes will invariably favor the colony with the greater numbers.
Indeed, will you just die already? Thank you. There's no beetles. Oh. That's fine. They've got quite a few over there. And I could go for this if I also take the...
The tide is coming in. Soon the lower levels of the beach will be flooded. Any ants caught in the surge will be washed out to sea.
I see you've unlocked one of the emotes. Let's get everyone indoors whilst the tide's rising. Doesn't rise all that much, I don't think. I think it goes up in stages, so we might still be okay for a few. Yeah, I think we'll actually still be okay for a few. Let's send everyone down here. It's far to get the far-reaching ones. We do have more where food we can use too, so let's use that. And we're going to want to start getting the mortars as well at some point.
The battle has begun.
Oh, everyone head back.
The water
Everyone
is
head
rising
back.
quickly. The ants must head for higher ground. The colony is starving. There's not enough food to feed the new brood.
And everyone, go grab that food. We should still be fine for now. Tide should rise to this bit. Oh, they've got some splitters already. Maybe it's just time to just cut our losses. Or just let everyone die. That also works, I suppose. Yeah, there's a few too many there for us to cope. I mean, that'll be a nice bit to get to if we can just deal with the... Just deal with those beetles. And there's also... down here that's going to be a bit of a risk.
The tide has almost reached its highest point. The sands east of
Yeah.
the nest are about to be completely flooded. The ants have been spotted by Cicindela dorsalis, the beach tiger beetle. With its long, slender legs, it's the king of speed on these intertidal flats.
Everyone go home.
Its wide, carving jaws will slice effortlessly through squads of wood ants. It's going to take a monumental unified effort to bring this beast down.
Put some food from in here.
The tide is in, and soon night will fall. As the temperature drops outside, nocturnal creatures begin to awaken.
Oh, they're adults as
It
well.
will be wise for the Rufa colony to stay underground, and hope that their nest remains hidden until the morning.
Well, these meaty ones really are not very good against these coach beetles.
Overground, nocturnal hermit crabs rule over the sands at night. These creatures are typically scavengers, searching for algae and carrion on the beach. But due to the unusual incursion of Formica rufa colonies into this area, this particular community of crabs has developed a taste for ant flesh.
Yeah, we might end up losing this. Yep, I think we lost this one.
A hermit crab has found its way into the nest. The ants must...
Yeah, let's just restart it. We can start from scratch, it'll be fine.
This Formica rufa wood ant queen has laid her first brood in a burrow near the sea. Her nest is just on the outskirts of the beach.
Going
A
after those
perfect
things
vantage
was,
point for scavenging hapless morsels
a
washed
bit
in by
too
the tide.
dangerous with
At
too
the moment, the tide is out, but it won't stay that way. The ants must make haste and stockpile what they can, while they can.
forgot the hermit crabs actually start attacking us in the night. So the fact that we lost all the workers to the 2 coach beetles, not a good start to a night when we're about to start getting attacked. Get our workers going. That's fine for now.
There is food to be found all over the beach, but the wood ants must be cautious and choose their trails carefully. Tiger beetles frequent the higher ground, and they will make quick work of any wood ant that strays too close.
If we can make sure we have a decent sort of mix of medium range by the time night falls, then we can feast on hermit crabs, and it'll be delicious. Because crab is delicious. That is probably too big of a brood chamber, but whatever, we've done it now. That should be okay for the 3, 7, 19. That way. I don't know yeah, so 24 spaces for mortars. Bunch of melee. We've got our workers going. So let's see, where's the next lot of food we can go for? It's down here. And hopefully we can be in and out quick enough before...
There are other wood ants out here. They have also come to take advantage of the buffet provided by the sea.
Beetles
Territorial
find us.
disputes will invariably favor the colony with the greater numbers.
Oh. And one got munched.
The ants have been spotted by Cicindela dorsalis, the beach tiger beetle. With its long, slender legs, it's the king of speed on these intertidal flats. Its wide, carving jaws will slice effortlessly through squads of wood ants. It's going to take a monumental unified effort to bring this beast down.
Oh, we've actually been going like 15 minutes longer than I wanted to. Never mind, we'll try and finish this level. Hopefully it'll be done within like 30 minutes. Or failure, whichever comes first. And down at the bottom seems to be relatively free of beetles at the moment, so relatively free of other ants as well. So let's rush collecting some of this from down the bottom.
The ants must defend themselves. The tide is coming in. Soon the lower levels of the beach will be flooded. Any ants caught in the surge will be washed out to sea.
Leave us alone. We just wanted seeds.
The colony is starving. There's not enough food to feed the new brood.
Right, this bit will be the next thing affected, so let's try.
The water is rising quickly. The ants must head for higher ground.
Not worth risking getting into that fight, so let's just not worry about it for now. Grab these seeds, and night will come soon enough. If we quit. No, way too risky. Right, everyone back inside. Night will fall soon. Got 5 mortars. And for now, we've got 3 melees. Plus, obviously, and our 19 workers.
The tide has almost reached its highest point. The sands east of the nest are about to be completely flooded.
And there we go.
The tide is in, and soon night will fall. As the temperature drops outside, nocturnal creatures begin to awaken. It would be wise for the roofer colony to stay underground, and hope that their nest remains hidden until the morning.
The problem is, I think this area is probably going to end up getting extra hermit crabs turn up as well. Other than the ones that are just going to naturally attack us, like here. I think the beetles disappear.
Overground, nocturnal hermit crabs rule over the sands at night.
Beetles are
These creatures are typically scavengers, searching for algae and carrion on the beach. But due to the unusual incursion of Formica rufa colonies into this area, this particular community of crabs has developed a taste for ant flesh.
Here he comes.
A hermit crab has found its way into the nest. The ants must mount a swift and decisive defense.
And And then we feast on its body. Because like we could easily go out and just, once we've got enough, we can just go out and start bullying them and then eating them. We just need to get to that point where we have enough of our various brood types. At some point another one is going to turn up. Oh,
The
here we
colony
go.
is starving. There is not enough food to feed the new brood.
If we can kill them and harvest them, maybe get either another couple of mealies or another couple of... Ooh, we've got a big one incoming. Are you just actively ignoring us? That's wonderful. But this one isn't. Oh, you know what? Everyone go back in because you're just actively, aggroing on other things and making this even more difficult than it should be. Yeah, most of these didn't actually care about us. Yeah, and by doing that, I
More
think we
hermit
screwed
crabs
up.
have found the nest.
Yeah, that's a lot of hermit crabs. And us with no food.
The queen is in imminent danger.
Right, let's try that one last time, and if we can't do it, I'm going to bed. So,
This
quick
Formica
cut out of
rufa
that.
wood ant queen has laid her first brood in a burrow near the sea. Her nest is just on the outskirts of the beach, the perfect vantage point for scavenging hapless morsels washed in by the tide. At the moment, the tide is out, but it won't stay that way. The ants must make haste and stockpile what they can, while they can.
Do that, start the workers. Hello, Sheepa. How are you? Well, that answers that question. You're obviously smashed. Hehe.
There is food to be found all over the beach, but the wood ants must be cautious and choose their trails carefully. Tiger beetles frequent the higher ground, and they will make quick work of any wood ant that strays too close.
Bring me food. Bring me the foods. That will do for now. Quickly grab this. Don't get eaten by the beetles. And then we rush Lower Beach.
There are other wood ants out here. They have also come to take advantage of the buffet provided by the sea. Territorial disputes will invariably favor the colony with the greater numbers.
I mean, it's not though, because these warriors are all gonna completely murder my guys, which is annoying. I just want the food. That's all I desire. God, that sound of gulls. Just the essence of beach. Perfect, we got mostly away. No,
The battle has begun.
Don't fight him. We're not strong enough. Are but small little tiny ones.
The tide is coming in. Soon the lower levels of the beach will be flooded.
Right, quickly
Any
grab
ants
that.
caught in the surge will be washed out to sea.
Nope, you're not gonna have time. Not gonna have time. Get up to the next one. Oh well. They're lost. I can probably get this stuff here. Where do you keep coming from? Good, you got murdered this time.
The water is rising quickly. The ants must head for higher ground.
Oh, they're all gonna die, aren't they? Oh no, we actually won. Okay. We actually won. Oh.
The ants
damn
have been
it.
spotted by Cicindela dorsalis, the beach tiger beetle. With its long, slender legs, it's the king of speed on these intertidal flats.
Against one we
Its
would have
wide,
been fine.
carving jaws
Against
will
two,
slice effortlessly
that's
through
a
squads of wood
no.
ants. It's going to take a monumental unified effort to bring this beast down.
Oh, food stores are full. Let's quickly go in and rectify that.
The tide has almost reached its highest point. The sands east of the nest are about to be completely flooded.
Flee! Back indoors we go.
The tide is in, and soon night will fall. As the temperature drops outside, nocturnal creatures begin to awaken. It would be wise for the Rufa colony to stay underground, and hope that their nest remains hidden until the morning.
I mean, it won't remain hidden till
The colony is starving. There's not enough food to feed the new brood.
No, there isn't. But what there will be soon is food.
Overground, nocturnal hermit crabs rule over the sands at night. These creatures are typically scavengers, searching for algae and carrion on the beach. But due to the unusual incursion of Formica rufa colonies into this area, this particular community of crabs has developed a taste for ant flesh.
They're coming.
A hermit crab has found its way into the nest. The ants must mount a swift and decisive defense.
Right, and this time we're not gonna go chasing them. Just eat the ones that come to us. But yeah, we can head back out. I mean, I'd like to sort of like get to a point where we can, like I said before, bully them and start taking these big chunks of food. But that's going to take time. And I think when the tide goes out, there's a few dead fish that turn up as well. that would be good to sort of head down and take. Okay, more coming in.
A group of hermit crabs have stormed the nest. The larvae must be protected.
Yeah, I think, if I remember right, day 2 is the time when we can start getting better stuff. Assuming we can survive. We just want to get to a point where we can harvest enough meat from the crabs. That's going to be like another 150, give or take.
More hermit crabs have found the nest.
Oh yeah, we're starting to get quite a few coming in. And we aren't doing a lot of damage to them.
The colony is starving. There is not enough food to feed the new brood.
There will be once we've killed these crabs. Hey, Snack. Oh no! Everyone died. Yeah, I think we've failed this. Doing this on hard is a
The
lot
queen is in imminent
harder than I
danger.
thought it was going to be. So I think I'm probably going to need to rethink how I'm doing those first few batches of things. I mean, maybe going with a bunch of the meaty ones first.
The queen is in imminent danger.
Yep, she's about to die, I know, but can't help it. Maybe rather than sort of like mixing between the two and having a large amount of workers, maybe like quite a few less workers.
The tide is receding.
Yep, the tide is receding, and so
The
is
queen
the
has
queen's
been
life.
slain. Her choice of nest site was overambitious, and ultimately led her colony to extinction.
Oh well. We have been defeated. At least we got some very, very minimal things. Oh, we have actually maxed out on food. Let's just upgrade everyone. Yeah, we haven't upgraded to level 3 yet. I know. I'm just trying to make sure everyone's level 2. There's a right, that's everyone level 2. Expand the food a little bit. The seed drops are getting quite a lot out of it. Yeah, no point doing the next challenge yet. Don't have anything in the way of upgrades we could do anyway. Yeah, that turning tide was quite difficult on hard. I mean, it may well be that choosing the rapid fire is a better option. But these do high damage. It's high damage but slow, or low damage but fast, which is the choice to make. But the benefit of the mortars is that at level 3 they do splash damage, which is really good when it comes to dealing with sort of large groups of enemies. You can really tear through them. But I suppose that's where I'll leave it for today. You know, it's 1:45 in the morning. I've been doing this for like 3/4 of an hour longer than I was originally intending to. But it's just one of those games that it's just fun to play. So you kind of end up just losing track of time. I mean, look how cute they look. Their little green queen. And got all that junk in the trunk. Let's see, is there anyone else who I know awake? Yes, but they're all way bigger than me, and I'm not raiding them because that would just seem like clout chasing, and I'm not into that. So I will call it there for the night. So for those people that have just popped in and caught the last few minutes before I'm about to go. Either way, I'm thankful for people for popping in. Yeah, thankful for Dewey for popping in earlier and dropping a new follow. Always happy for Sheepa to turn up and, you know, torment me. Cookie, I think, has already gone to sleep, as has Duck. So, can't really say thank you to them because they're asleep. And thanks for Zara for popping in as well. Always happy to be here to help give you something to be mind-numbing to watch. You know, give you a bit of a relax compared to everything else you're up to. But I will call it there. Thanks everyone for watching. I'm going to go to sleep now. Let's see, what are we? Thursday today? Tomorrow, technically, today is a stream day. So yeah, I'll be doing some more later on. It might be some more of this. It might be some more Cosmetia. Who knows? I might toss a coin beforehand. Or I might just alternate between the two. At least until I get bored of Cosmetia and move on to another factory thing. But we'll find that out later, won't we? So, again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Which is in about 14 or so hours. So, good night all. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.